Dead zone. What does that conjure up for you? Silence, right? Empty streets, rusted swing sets creaking in a phantom breeze, maybe the faint whisper of a long-departed soul. Well, let me tell you, that mental image, it's dead wrong. Just last month, deep inside a supposedly empty Hungarian barracks, we clocked a chilling 1.7 microsieverts per hour. That's 3 times the normal background radiation, and trust me, that was only the warm-up act. If you think you know what abandoned really means in Eastern Europe, think again. Stick around, because by the time we're done, every ghost story you've ever heard about these crumbling ruins will sound like nothing more than a lullaby designed to keep you comfortably, blissfully calm. Tonight we're not just exploring old buildings, we're chasing a single insidious signal, one that weaves a terrifying pattern across 3 distinct countries. Our first stop? Szentgyörgyi, the eerie Soviet ghost city nestled in Hungary, a place locals have chillingly dubbed Hungary's Chernobyl. From there, we push 2 days north to the Baltic coast, to the Skrunda radar base in Latvia, where the echoes of a forgotten Cold War still reverberate, and where, we're told, ears still bleed long after those colossal antennas froze in time. And finally, we journey deep into Russia, to Perm 36 Gulag, the only truly intact labor camp left from the Soviet era. 3 places, 3 countries, one terrifying consistent pattern. And no, it's got absolutely nothing to do with Cold War nostalgia, unless your idea of nostalgia involves ongoing clandestine experiments. The air hung thick with the ghosts of forgotten lives as we slipped through a rusted fence, its faded red star still defiantly clinging to the peeling paint. Szentgyörgyi, built in the 1960s, was once a self-sufficient Soviet town, a bustling home for soldiers and their families near Lake Balaton. Imagine, schools, theaters, even pubs and hotels, all designed to create a little slice of Mother Russia in Hungary. But now, the apartments are gutted, stripped bare, their windows, like vacant eyesores, staring out at nothing. Murals of Lenin, once vibrant symbols of ideological fervor, are peeling like sunburnt skin, flaking away with every passing breeze. As night fell, the silence wasn't absolute. It was punctuated by the unnerving, rhythmic clicking of our Geiger counter, a sound that grew steadily faster, more insistent, as we ventured deeper into the darkness. Our destination was the basement of what was once school number 4. The air was heavy, dust motes dancing in our headlamp beams, and there, amidst the debris and decay, we found them, dozens of children's gas masks, meticulously arranged in a perfect, unsettling circle. Every single filter had been removed. Not missing, mind you, but removed. It was a detail so specific, so deliberate, it sent a shiver down my spine. You won't find that in any paranormal vlog, believe me. They'll tell you about the local legends, how people swear they hear a ghostly chorus at exactly 3:09 a.m. And you know what? We heard it. We absolutely did. But it wasn't the mournful cries of lost children, or the spectral whispers of soldiers. It was the low-frequency hum, a deep, resonant thrum of an underground diesel generator. A generator that, according to official records, has been bone-dry, utterly defunct since 1991. Someone, or something, is still powering something down there. And it most certainly isn't ghosts. This place isn't just abandoned, it's actively maintained, a chilling testament to a hidden agenda. Two days north, the journey itself felt like a descent into a different kind of forgotten world. The Baltic fog, thick and insistent, swallowed the road, then the trees, and finally the colossal 60-hectare radar complex of Skrunda. This was once a Soviet military base, home to early warning radar systems, a critical eye in the Cold War's standoff. Officially, the Soviet officers abandoned it in 1998, leaving behind a skeletal monument to technological might. Yet, as we navigated the overgrown paths, our headlamps cut through the mist to reveal a disturbing sight motion sensors, still blinking a steady, malevolent green. Someone was keeping watch. Inside the cavernous transmitter hall, the air was still, heavy with the metallic tang of decay and something else, something undefinable. Our boots crunched on shattered glass and debris, but amidst the detritus, we spotted something fresh, distinct boot prints, overlaying our own. size EU-46. And the pattern? Unmistakably, Soviet issue. This wasn't just a deserted ruin, it was a recently visited one. Then, between cracked concrete tiles, we found them. Not just bricks, but graphite bricks. Each one stamped in stark, unforgiving Cyrillic with the words, "Reactor Shield." Now, this site, according to every public record, every official statement, never housed a reactor. It was purely an early warning radar facility. So, why the bricks? And more disturbingly, why, when we touched them, were they still faintly warm? The answer came, not from official channels, but from a retired lieutenant we managed to track down, a man whose eyes held the weary resignation of someone who'd seen too much. Off camera, his voice hushed, almost a whisper, he confessed. We ran low-power tests on human exposure. The town upstairs never knew. The revelation hit like a physical blow. The ghost people sometimes hear in Skrunda, those phantom clicks and whispers, the brain mistaking sounds for voices. They aren't supernatural phenomena, they're microwave-induced clicks inside the ear, a terrifying byproduct of an experiment that officially ended decades ago. This zone isn't haunted by spirits, it's still conducting an experiment, a chilling, silent study on human endurance and perception, one that never truly ceased. Our journey to Perm 36, deep in the Urals, was supposed to be a pilgrimage to history. We expected a museum, a somber but educational experience, a testament to the harsh realities of Soviet political repression. Perm 36 is, after all, the best preserved gulag site in Russia. Instead, what we got was a stark, padlocked isolation block and guards who, with unsettling smiles, asked for voluntary donations to look the other way. The air here felt different, heavier, thick with the weight of unspeakable suffering. Inside the medical wing, the patient logs lay open, their pages brittle with age. But what we found wasn't a record of gradual decline or release. The entries abruptly ended mid-sentence on July 17, 1987. That was the very day Gorbachev's pardon committee officially shuttered the camp. Every single file after that date was blank. No transfers, no releases, just an eerie, absolute void. It was as if the prisoners simply ceased to exist on that day. Yet, our infrared footage told a different story. It clearly showed recent footprints, distinct heat signatures, traversing the cold concrete floors between the isolation cells. When we pressed the curator, a man whose eyes seemed to hold a lifetime of secrets, he merely shrugged, a practiced, dismissive gesture. Maintenance staff. Maintenance for whom? For what? The answer felt like a scream trapped in my throat. The true horror, the true confirmation of our growing suspicion, came in the boiler room. Amidst the coal dust and ancient machinery, we found them. Fresh food tins. Not just any tins, but Hungarian brand, complete with an expiry date that matched the ones sold outside Zentkiralis Abadja. The same brand. The same recent expiry. It was too precise to be coincidence. It hit us then, with the force of a physical blow. Someone isn't just maintaining these sites, someone is actively shuttling supplies along a clandestine railway of dead zones. Perm 36, far from being a museum, felt like a hub, a chilling nexus in a network of forgotten places that are anything but forgotten by those pulling the strings. Three countries, three meticulously crafted cover stories, but the breadcrumb trail, once you learn how to look for it, is identical, sickeningly consistent. Removed radiation filters in a Hungarian ghost city, graphite reactor shield bricks in a Latvian radar base, a site officially devoid of nuclear materials. Blank prisoner logs and fresh footprints in a Russian gulag. The common denominator isn't some Cold War relic, it's a black-budget continuation of Cold War human endurance studies, experiments so dark they were never meant to see the light of day. When the Soviet Union collapsed, the official funding for these projects vanished from the books, wiped clean as if they never existed. But the equipment, the subjects, they did not. These remote, supposedly dead zones became open-air labs, their isolation a perfect cover. They're maintained by off-ledger staff individuals who rotate between locations utilizing abandoned rail spurs and forgotten supply lines, like those Hungarian food tins, to keep these grotesque operations running. And the ghost stories? Oh, they're not just tolerated, they're actively encouraged. They're the cheapest, most effective security system imaginable, keeping civilians away more reliably than any barbed wire fence ever could. The hauntings aren't supernatural, they're the acoustic and psychotronic side effects of ongoing tests, the very real, very physical manifestations of clandestine research. Every phantom recording we captured, every unsettling hum and click, matched frequencies listed in declassified Soviet psychoacoustic patents. It's not just a conspiracy theory, it's science, weaponized and hidden in plain sight. So, the next time you scroll past an image of a crumbling Eastern European ruin, an abandoned castle, or a forgotten military base, and think, creepy but safe, I want you to remember the children's gas masks arranged in that perfect circle. Remember the warm graphite reactor, bricks in a place where no reactor should have been. Remember those Hungarian food tins, a chilling link found deep inside a Russian prison. These zones aren't relics of a bygone era. They're not just picturesque decay. They are Petri dishes, their lids cracked open just enough for something horrifying to continue festering, unseen. The real horror isn't what died in these places, what was abandoned and left to rot. The real horror, the truly terrifying truth, is what never stopped living. If you know of other silent sites, places where Geiger counters sing louder than birds, where the past isn't quite past, drop the coordinates below. And if you want to hear the raw, unedited audio we captured from these zones, the hums, the clicks, the unsettling silence, hit subscribe. We'll upload it when we hit 100,000. That is, if the upload doesn't mysteriously vanish into a dead zone of its own.